Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, guys. Today is the day. So I am sorry I'm so late going live, but so much has been going on today. So I had to do a lot of running around. So I'm really quickly going to send this over to my VIP group. If you are not in my VIP group and you would love to be, if you're not a Couture designer, then comment VIP below. Let me know. Alright, live demo 11 8 23. It's crazy that it's already the 8th. This month is going by super fast. Okay, so today is Wednesday, and I love talking about Watts of Love on Wednesdays. Watts of Love is our nonprofit organization that has teamed up with Couture, and every penny helps. Rounding up, donations, buying a transfer. There's so many ways that you can give back. Every $50 buys one of these lights. These lights are solar powered, and they can wear them on their head while they're out in the fields or doing their jobs. These lights are amazing. They've got like I don't know if you can see it in the light or not. It's got a heart with the Watts of Love logo, and they tell them to say Watts of Love, and it comes on. There's that setting, there's that setting, there's that setting, and then there's a flashing setting for emergency purposes. They say on average this helps 7 people. I know for a fact I have seen the impact that this light has made, and they have lit, with our help, they have lit over 8,000 homes, and they're going to continue to do this. And they also do give lights to people here in the U.S. that have been displaced by storms or have hurricane victims. I know that I just recently found out that they gave lights to homeless in Chicago because when the pandemic happened, they had nowhere to go, and they were terrified that these fires were happening because they were gathering together and burning things to try and have light. So they handed out all of these lights to the homeless. Guys, these are amazing lights. They do so much for so many. So you can round up at checkout. That helps giving a penny to 99 cents. You can donate directly. You can do $1, $5, $10, $20. It might be $25 and $50, or you can do it in like dollar increments or however you want to do it. And you can or you can buy a transfer, and every $2 of that transfer goes to Watts of Love. There will be a link in the description of this video on how you can give back to Watts of Love. It means so much to me as a Couture designer who has gone on 2 Watts of Love weekend trips. I absolutely adore the Watts of Love team. They're amazing. They are so giving, and I love it. So today we are going to redo some of my drop-in box frames for my shelf that's by my front door. I have 6 frames that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing 2 today, 2 tomorrow, and 2 on Friday. We are going to do this really cool transfer right here that's got 6 different designs on it. And this is called Cozy Cabin. I love this transfer. And we're just going to do this in black. So it's going to be black on the back of this. Now you can see I have Halloween right here, but because of the drop-in part, we can just add something new on the back. Your drop-in box frames come with 3 drop-in pieces that are all double-sided. That's 6 projects with 1 frame. So that's super awesome. I have just a bunch of them because I love this frame. This is probably one of my favorites. And so we're going to do these top 2, and then we'll do these 2 on Thursday and these 2 on Friday. You want to wax your chalk suede. It helps, even though it's not actually it's not necessarily recommended, but us designers have found that it's so much easier when you wax it. And of course on the back is all your care instructions, how to peel, how to heat set if you're using ink, how to do all of that, how to clean it. You definitely want to keep your packaging and your backer sheets. As you can see, our backer sheets now have a yellow tint to them. That's so you know that that's the back, but I still wear it on mine. So I'm actually going to cut these apart just like this. We're going to leave these other 4 together for right now. And we'll cut them apart when we need them. So I'm going to sit them over here on my other desk. And we're going to just cut this apart. Now you can obviously do this in any color you want. We're just going to do black velvet. I just want these to be simple, ready to go on the shelf. They don't have to be fancy. Now if you want to add pops of color, of course add pops of color. So you take the drop-in piece out of the box frame. We're going to set the box frame off to the side. Let me sit that down on the floor. And we're going to wax these. So there's a little trick to the wax. These have dust on them, guys. They were on my shelf, so I'm trying to clean them off. Okay, so when you use our wax, it does not smell. It actually smells like crayons. Yeah. You can see that this is starting to get really low, but I still have a lot in here. So I always use the side that doesn't have the... Let me move you guys down so you guys can see better what I'm doing. I use the side that doesn't have the tag, and I'm just going to kind of dab it on here. I don't want too much. Okay, there's still a lot on there, so I'm going to take it off of that. I'm going to close this up. I do have another wax sitting here, so if I need it. But we're going to rub this across. Now, if you're going to paint this, you want to do this step after you've painted the surface with chalk paste. Works awesome for painting. And our new glacier would be absolutely gorgeous. Just an FYI, that is not going to last super long, guys. That's a limited time color of the month. Our color of the months have not been lasting too long. I'm actually surprised it's still there. It was there earlier. Now, I don't know if it's still there. So to take it off, if you're wanting to kind of maneuver this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this wax up. It's going to be a little bit easier to buff it off. This is just a little trick that us designers kind of have come up with a little bit. So just kind of warms it up, and then I'm going to buff this off. Now it's going to make it shiny. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It is going to give it a shiny sheen to it because it is wax. Now if you don't want that, then I'm going to suggest maybe you don't do that. But we're going to do that anyway. So I'm just pulling it all off, all the extra. All right, got it off there. Now I'm going to wash my fingers because I got wax all over my fingers and I have it all over my surface here. All right. Now, it doesn't really matter how you drop them in. Obviously, you can drop them in however you want. So we're going to sit these here, and we are going to write on the back. I always write on the back because I want to know how they go back on their backer sheet. I do top and a dash mark, so I know how many uses I've gotten out of it. This one is Living on Mountain Time, so I'm just going to call it Mountain Time. And this one is Alpine Ski Lodge, so I'm just going to write Alpine. Yeah, that's what it is, Alpine. Ski Lodge. Okay, so then I know, because these two sitting next to each other, I'm not going to know which one goes where. So that is the little tip that I have. So we are going to, of course, we're going to fuzz this because you are using paste. Now, if I was doing this like on a towel or anything like a shirt, a hoodie, anything like that, you want to use ink. You do not fuzz because you want this to be super, super sticky so it sticks on the material. Now, I'm just using black velvet. And, you know what, guys, tomorrow maybe we'll paint the back of these and have them white, you know, like do white on it or something. So I'm just going to stick this in the middle. I know it's not going to be, ooh, there's something on there. Hold on just a second. It's a piece of wax. It's not necessarily going to be centered because the way that it is, you want to go off of the actual project, okay? You don't want to go necessarily off of the board because some of these could be cut just ever so slightly different. I love that it's established in 1979. That's the year I was born, so I love that. That's super cool. All right, so we're going to do black velvet. I am going to mix this because it's been a hot minute since I've used it. You always want to make sure your paste is stirred up nice and well, and you also want to make sure it is the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. So using a small squeegee, we're just going to go over top. Obviously you can see there's plenty. I took a lot out of that. So we're going to go back over top, pulling all of the extra off, putting it in our jar. I'm going to pull from the center. Okay, then we're going to dry this. It is so easy to do this. I'm telling you right now, if you say you're not crafty with chalk, you absolutely can be. So much fun. Kids love it. Adults love it. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, so we have the Alpine Lodge. Oh, flip this around here. And so I'm going to drop it in, and there is that. So literally can sit right on that shelf again. And now we're going to do Living on Mountain Time. I'm going to fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. And like I said, you can do it fancy if you want. You can change the colors. Maybe you want the mountains to be white, or you want the mountains to be green, or whatever. You absolutely can do that. I'm just doing everything in black velvet because I actually like that look on that shelf. That shelf is white, so when I add a little bit of black on there, I just think it looks really nice, clean and crisp. Ooh, you don't want that. It's okay that it fell in there. It is fine because that's literally going to get chalked on anyway. All right. So pull all the extra, and as you can see, I'm pulling it towards me because I find that to be an easier method than pulling like away or anything like that. I'm going to close up my paste on my finger, so I just got to be careful. And there's the Living on Mountain Time. We're going to dry this. Now, like I said, you can paint this, and we might paint it tomorrow. We might do like 2 that are white, or 4 that are white, or 3 that are white, and 3 that are black, just to change it up a little bit, and then maybe do like shimmer, shimmer frost. I couldn't remember the name of it. And kind of just give it a little bit of a different approach to it. Drop that in, and there's that one. Let me lift this up so you guys can see better what I'm doing. Okay, so we had Halloween, and now we have more like Christmas, or if you have like a cabin, these would be super cool in a cabin. We have so many different surfaces, so many different transfers you can do so many different projects with. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I know it was late. If you're catching this on a replay, just go ahead and put #replay. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you are not a Chalk Couture designer, please click the SHRE button. Spread the love for me. And I'll see you all here tomorrow for 2 more of the Strapping Box Frame projects. Talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.